Alright, so today I am going to show you guys how I created a luxury lingerie brand. So I wanted to challenge myself to both create a lingerie brand and at the same time only use two colors in a logo. So I kind of wanted to do this. So starting off, what I did was I started thinking about what kind of logo I wanted to do and what name I wanted to use. So starting off with the type of logo, I wanted to do a word mark, which is pretty popular in fashion and luxury brands. Usually you see them, it's like where they only use the words on it, or a type of stylized words on it, but they don't use like any icons or anything heavy on the icons or illustrations. So I wanted to do more of a word mark. And then secondary, I started thinking about the name that I wanted for the brand. So I wanted something playful, sexy, but still kind of luxurious, more French taste, that kind of thing. So I started searching for a lot of words and I came up with a word, please forgive my French, ephemer. So I do not speak French, but that was the word that I actually liked because both the accents and the meaning of the word. I think it really came out pretty good on the design. So starting off, I started with a mood board where I put all the photos, I put all the words and similar logos to what I wanted to do. So all this gives me like a concrete explanation of what I want the brand to look like. So starting off, I did already say what type of logo I wanted to do. I also did say that I wanted specific colors, only two colors. And I wanted something like these colors, like they're contrasting, they're not usual colors. So definitely wanted to use that. So after making sure that the mood board really gives me the vibe, the actual concrete explanation of how I want the brand to look visually, you know, because there's a lot more things that you can do with the brand. You can define the brand, its target and everything, but in this case scenario, I'm just gonna work on the visuals. So after that, I started working with how the word would look in many other fonts. So I already had like a lot of fonts, okay? I have a lot of fonts that I've had in the past, and so I started looking at, hey, how would it look, the actual word with the fonts, and eventually I ended up choosing this one, which looks very elegant, tall. I think it demonstrates what I wanted to show. So after that, I started playing with the brand, using the words, the font that I use, the colors, and started to see how it would look. The process was more extensive than this, obviously. It took me a little bit, but definitely this was the one that I picked. And I started creating assets so that way I could enhance the word a little bit more. So usually at this stage, I would either sketch or would sketch either icons or an illustration or anything that would go more visually with the logo. But in this case, since it's a word mark, what I started to pick, which is only the words, that's why I came up with this one. I did do a little styling of the words, and like you see here, italic, for example, and then I did a few things in here and created the asset and put it in here so that way it kind of matched. I used the colors like I said, and after that I started creating a sub mark for this so that way essentially I could use this to identify the brand instead of using the whole thing, because obviously this word is pretty extensive. So this is how it ended up looking for the brand. I used the logo in advertisements such as flyers, different advertisement for marketing, the business cards, how I think they would look, and a lot more. And I'm creating a lot more assets just to see how the brand would look and if the logo is a right match. So that's essentially how I created a lingerie logo for a lingerie brand. So there are many steps within logo design, especially brand design. There is a lot more that you can go into, from sketching, from illustrations, going into target audience, going into very specific things. But here I wanted to maintain it pretty simple, which was the word mark, and then also I wanted to maintain my process pretty simple and straightforward for you guys. So that's essentially it. I hope you guys liked it. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to see more videos like this. I'll see you later. Bye.